Best roguelike games mobile or the best roguelike games Android is really good for a player who's typically looking for a fresh combat and can be revived in a specific location within the checkpoint. So, when our characters dies, then we don't even need to replay the game from further stages. In this case, that means we can keep improving the character level by keep fighting from the stage we lost. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Action Roguelite Games for Mobile, Best Roguelike RPG Games for Android and iOS. Boundless Existence. Boundless Existence. I need this game now. I remember the first beta testing has an English version already and is only playable in a specific region, which is in the US. I'm sure the game will be released globally soon. Boundless Existence is the best new roguelite game action for mobile that has a great combat mechanism. We will have one support ally that will help us in dealing the damage from a distance, but also we can tap the hurry ultimate skill and our switching the position and the character selections. Our main hero will have a sword as his main weapon. By using the sword, we can slash the enemy in a wider range but in a close combat only. There are two support actions we can make sure our character survive by tapping the dash button and also block button. Every single skill only needs a cooldown time to wait without thinking of the mana points. After we kill the huge boss, then we'll gain an extra options to pick one random item to improve the ability. Boundless Existence is the best action game RPG roguelike for Android and iOS. League of Stickman 3. League of Stickman 3. This game is one of the best roguelike games on mobile with a beautiful crafting graphic, making this action game so promising when it launched globally. The art style is amazingly made by a nice combination color of the skill visual, especially when we do an ultimate skill. The combat mechanism is we can take a party on our team and switch them up to clear the stage. The enemy will come aggressively with a massive number and try to stop our way in. Each of the heroes will have a variety of weapons, so adjusting the character in use will give an advantage for us to kill the enemy based on our playstyle. It doesn't have any energy needs. Once we hit the enemy, then the ultimate skill will be filled up slightly. We can speed up the strength by put on the right equipment with a better grade, increasing the skill tree system and enhancing any good to support us while in combat, because the boss fight will have another level with a higher difficulty. League of Stickman 3 is the best roguelite games mobile with an action RPG game genre. Metro Beast Action Roguelite. Metro Beast Action Roguelite. If you only have a low endpoint and are looking for a challenging action roguelite games, then this game will be your best option. It has 200 MB in total, but the graphic looks so sharp and detailed with a clear UI will make your vision become clearer. Actually, it doesn't have a lot of features or modes, so we are only able to come into one dungeon only, which is the main stage. Seriously, the developer needs to add more dungeons like element dungeons and equipment dungeons. In the game, we can get a random options of a new ability to strengthen our hero. We can enhance the ability once we select the same of it and the power will get stronger. I love how we can change our appearance by changing our weapon and also the shield, then our looks will be adjusted based on our equipment we are wearing on. When we successfully kill the boss, then we will gain a huge reward by opening the treasure chest. Metro Beast Action Roguelite is the best game roguelike games for Android. X2 Eclipse. X2 Eclipse. This is the best new upcoming roguelite games for mobile. It has everything all players love to play. The graphic, the music, the combat gameplay and how good the visual is. In combat we will have 3 heroes as a party. They all are able to switch anytime and the skill will be adjusted by itself. It depends on which hero we are control of. It has a top-down view perspective, making our vision wider and can see the enemies clearly. It's pretty important, especially when the enemy tries to launch any skill, so we can avoid or anticipate it better. Ultimate skill is available to unleash but needs to build up the energy to reach 100% first. When we reach a new stage, the abilities option will open up. The ability will give the entire heroes an advantage to increase their main status like strength, critically, speed and power. But the most important thing is the additional ability will be unlocked to boost the power significantly. X2 Eclipse is in development now. It's becoming the best hack-and-slash roguelike games mobile with a high intensity and dynamic combat. Would you like to play it when it releases globally? Infinite Arcana. Infinite Arcana. It seems the game is ready to release globally. The way everything shows us is absolutely magnificent. But when I checked on the Play Store, it said it was still on early access. It's been more than a month. It's available to download for everyone. The developer don't let the player know about the next update on the announcement information. This game is really good in combat. Absolutely, the gameplay is really smooth. I love the trigger effect. When we push the enemy into the fire obstacle, then the enemy will get the burning effect. So the obstacle is not only for disturbing us, but it will become an advantage when we use it for the right moment and timing. While in combat, I feel like the stage to clear is way too much. We will move into a different area for more than 10 times, so we cannot adjust the character often. Infinite Arcana is the best new roguelite game for Android and iOS. Surely the developer will aim for the global market. Raccoon Unhappy. Raccoon Unhappy. Suddenly this game disappeared on Play Store and App Store. I cannot remember if the game was released globally or just beta testing, but the one thing I remember is only a few characters are available to use and the rest are still development. Anyway, I really love the idea of making the best roguelike game mobile with a raccoon as the main character. It sounds so unique when we are not using a human as a protagonist, but the weapon is quite generic like the other game, like every hero will have a sword or a gun as their primary weapon. In combat, we can dash continuously without any limit, so we can survive our hero better by keeping our focus on. It has a super fast combat, and mostly when we have a battle, then the area will be closed, so we can't leave the match unless we kill the enemy at all, then we can move into a different area after. At a certain point, the hidden store will be available for the player getting some goods. This is the best upcoming new roguelite games for Android and iOS. Game of Gods. Game of Gods. This game is not available on Play Store anymore, but you can get this game freely on Google. It's one of the best offline roguelite games on mobile that I think everyone should play. It's really playable on a low-end phone with a very good gameplay and super smooth graphic. So the main combat mechanism is we can unleash the ultimate dodge when we tap the dodge button on the right timing, so the hero will do a counter attack and deal a massive damage to the enemy directly. Each time we clear the enemy, then we can collect and open the treasure chest that is available in the middle of the arena. Get the in-game gold to buy some equipment. Overall, it has a dark fantasy theme. The arena, the ambience look darker than the other roguelite games. That makes the player adjust the screen brightness up to see the situation while in the combat. Game of Gods is the best game roguelite Android. Sword of Glory. Sword of Glory Roguelite Slash. This game is one of the best game roguelite games on mobile that has a build-up base, so we can upgrade the arena and change the character to increase the power and strength. Once we equip an armor, then the character looks will be adjusted as well. I love to see the game's design and how the arena looks so good in design because we can build up and upgrade the arena and it will give an advantage to the player. The combat mechanism of Sword of Glory Roguelite Slash is we will play in 3 matches. Each of the matches mostly will fight against 3 enemies in total. Every time we continue the combat, we'll get 10% heal of HP. It's a great way to keep fighting, so we'll get more extra rewards. So all of these features will make the game even more interesting. I think this game is the only one game roguelike has the build-up base on mobile. Tororo. This game is really promising. Seriously, it has a great graphic with a very good combat battle. So this is one of the best roguelite multiplayer games online, where we should find out the matchmaking of our partners by the real players. Once we find the team, then the game can start after. I really love how the game runs perfectly on any low-end phones. Even the visual looks so sharp and detailed from a top-down view perspective. So the combat mechanism is, as a team, we should work together and try to always stick together to kill the enemies one by one. We need to focus on the tiny map for looking at the boss position, because the spot will have plenty of rewards when we are able to open the treasure or kill the boss. We can collect a different weapon of bow, sword and javelin, but we are only able to switch them up when we visit the lobby. Tororo is the best new roguelite games Android. Anyway, this game was made by my favorite games developer, which is Asobimo Company, who's making a Toram Online. Tales of Dust. Tales of Dust. This game is really amazing as a hidden game with roguelite style. This game really hooked me in many ways. Seriously, the game is absolutely interesting because we cannot easily find any best roguelite games that has a 360-degree perspective that we can rotate on any angle. I really love the way we can switch the character looks, but they all have the same equipment option to use, so we can equip any kinds of weapon as we want. In combat, I don't have any hard time to understand the pattern or mechanism work, because each time we successfully gain a new level, then we can select one ability to support in battle. It doesn't have any storyline, it's pure of a roguelite game base. Unfortunately, the developer is only made 4 stages, which all stages are quite easy to finish. Anyway, this game can be played on the newest Android version and available to download freely on Google. Absolutely the best 3D roguelite game action hack and slash for mobile. Attack Knik. Bonus Attack Knik. This game is really good roguelite games that I think some players only know exist. Because the game is out of the Play Store right now, this game has amazing combat fighting, with fast gameplay making the game look so dynamic. Unfortunately, we cannot rotate the point of view, so it makes the player a bit difficult to aim the target that stands behind us. There are so many characters available to unlock once we have enough in-game gold to unlock it, so we need to keep grinding by clearing as many stages as we can to earn more. Upgrade your character level, equipment, and place the best equipment on your hero to speed up the progress while in combat. These all are the best roguelite games for mobile. Remember to like this video to help us reach 200 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.